There's a lot of talk about AI as a future oriented technology, something that's constantly ahead of us and promising new and amazing things. And it's true in many ways. It's a very innovative technology, but there's other parts of it that are as old as capitalism itself in terms of how it's operating. It's an old story being rewritten in novel ways. And this is because AI isn't just about intelligence or technology, it's about capital accumulation, the ongoing project of turning life into profit through the creation of frontiers that create displacement and enclosure. There's an anthropologist, Anna Tsing, who describes frontiers as places where rules tend to fall away, where everything becomes available for extraction. And so historically, you can think about colonialism or the first encounters of enclosure. This means land, labor, minerals, all the material foundations of industry that really get capitalism rolling. AI is continuing that logic today in a couple of ways. Materially, it consumes a staggering amount of energy and water, it depends on rare earth minerals, and it fuels environmental destruction at various places around the globe. So it's very material in very real ways. At the same time, it's also extracting from the immaterial, from our inner lives, from our thoughts, our words, our emotions, our attention, our creativity. So AI is feeding on both at the same time. It requires these physical infrastructures that sustain it, but it also relies on these inner lives and scooping those up in order to create digital meaning. So behind all of this is what Anna Tsing in another work calls speculative accumulation, the process of generating profit, not from what already exists, but from stories about what could exist, this future orientation. And so we see this with hype cycles with AI, that it's going to change everything and that artificial general intelligence is going to be game changing, all this sort of stuff. And that's further speculation that gets turned into capital, more investment, scooping more and more and more of that up. And we're seeing this with huge market caps with these main AI companies. So AI simultaneously runs on a material base, but it also runs on us. It runs on our labor, our attention, our culture, our inner lives and spirit. And so I think there's a set of questions about not how smart AI is going to be or what it's going to do for us, because we're not seeing that really materialize. But I think more so, how much are we willing to let AI take? How much are we willing to give? How much are we willing to let it reconfigure our lives? And so it's time to stop treating AI as this endless frontier of expansion and to begin thinking and imagining of the relationship that we're going to have with it as a technology. What's it going to do for us? How's it going to shape us? Are there real use cases that make sense?